So I'm not sure if it's necessarily that this plan is the answer or if people are just desperate for anything.
Yeah, I completely understand that. And look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm some expert in economics. But what I do understand is politically, the Conservatives are in a very difficult stance at the moment because neither Rishi Sunak nor Liz Truss seem to be putting forward a plan that sounds radical enough to actually offset the rises that we're going to see. From January, bills are projected to hit £4,200. That is simply unsustainable, and neither of their plans so much as covers that. It barely covers it. People want a solution, and at the moment we've got a solution that's being presented by Labour that actually will see people paying less for their energy bills. And to be honest, I think it does make sense. I think it might buy us some time to actually get inflation under control. And the fact that some Tories actually back this, for example, even Esther McVey has said that this does sound like the most sensible option and actually an alternative that will address the problem rather than tinkering around, which I'm sorry is what Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak is doing. You know, I've not heard a better alternative, so...
See, Jeevan, I'm a business person at heart, and I've got to say, one of the things that worries me, because I don't want anyone to struggle with their energy bills, I really don't. But when it comes to kind of interfering in the market, I'm starting to get slightly nervous because everyone talks now about the situation in Russia and Ukraine, and that's what's driving prices up. But let's be absolutely clear that lots of this started in terms of energy increases because of governments manipulating the economy to such a point where they shut it down. It was that interference, when we started then opening up, that supply demand kicked in, and that led to the initial surges that we saw in gas. So that makes me worried about interventions, point one. Point two, I sit there and I think fixing energy cap, fine. What about when that ends? What do we do then? Because this war in Ukraine, everyone knows about it because it's been talked about since February. But February was an escalation into a conflict that's been ongoing since 2014. So I'm not so sure that this is going to be ending anytime soon. And then my last point as a business person is talking about these kind of windfall taxes and all the rest of it. And now we're going to kind of backdate it. It feels to me that you're almost doing this. I mean, you can't see what I'm doing, actually, if you're on the radio. I've just realised that. But just sticking your finger in the air and going, right, this is my policy today. And guess what, everyone? I'm going to backdate it as well. Surely you're going to de-incentivise investment in, I don't know, renewables and whatever else.